Downtown Pittsburgh. Have you ever seen an area this beautiful? Look at the hills and the houses. This is an artist playground.
I live in the Hill District. I'm originally from North Carolina, but when I moved to Pittsburgh, the Hill District has always been my home. So it's been over about 20, 25 years now. I'm just happy to grow up here and to grow my family here, and just excited for the future of my community.
The Hill District means the world to me. It's my life. I can't think of living anywhere else in the world than the Hill District. Every brick, every alley is in my spirit. I just love this place.
The Hill District and Homewood are similar and different in various ways. They're similar in the sense that they've been relatively stable over time, and they both have predominantly Black populations, but they have very different histories over time.
As we know, that living in Homewood is a challenge because here this is a food desert. There are no grocery stores, no drug stores, no real gas stations, not really amenities. Although the people have great resilient spirit, they are living here in adversity. We have been blessed to be able to bring resources, as you see with this new development around us.
The Hill District at one point was the center of Black cultural life and arts and entertainment, and as we see now, there's an effort to revitalize that. The PHRESH study got started because we wanted to understand the impacts on health of putting in a grocery store in the Hill District.
I think development is good as long as it's equitable. Everybody benefits from it. Years ago, when the lower hill was demolished, nobody benefited. The people were just moved out. The lower hill was decimated, and there was no benefits for the people.
In the past, we saw disinvestment. So even when we consider the destruction of the Lower Hill District, the displacement of 8,000 families, hundreds of businesses, that had a devastating impact on the Hill for decades. However, in 2021, we're beginning to make positive investments in the Hill.
But as we are today, we have people watching so that when there is development in the community, people will benefit from it. And I'm happy to say I played a major part in making that happen.
One lesson that we've learned is that you can't develop a community for the community, but you have to develop it in concert with the community. That you actually need the voices of those that live and reside in the community to participate in the actual process. And when you do that, then you get a development that's more inclusive and more welcoming.
This has always been where I lived. It's always been where I love. So to come, to be able to walk down the street, go to the barber shop, you got the bar, you got the people selling the stuff on the streets, you got the guys selling the fake Gucci and everything else. I love it. I love it.
What we are trying to do now is build a pipeline of both investing in the physical structures, but the human structures too. So when you're talking about the well-being of individuals, you can't talk about just the buildings. You have to talk about what these people need, from schools, from the mental services, the social services, making sure those systems connect together. And I think that's where we are right now.
While we know that there have been a number of investments in the Hill District based on historical context and the location, proximity to downtown, et cetera, unfortunately, there haven't been as many investments in the Homewood area. One of the aspects of our studies looked at neighborhood investments over decades, and we found that there were more investments in the Hill District than Homewood. But we see that there are changes in that since the start of our study.
Here's what we've learned, that everybody is right. Everybody who says Homewood needs something to be better and to be healthy is right. Yes, we need better schools. Yes, we need new housing. Yes, we need better employment and entrepreneurship. Everybody's right. But what they're wrong about is no one intervention by itself will work. You have to have multiple interventions, and they must be at scale.
It's a collective effort. We might not all agree on everything the way it should process, but we all have to be at the table. You can't talk about improving life conditions of people and they are not actively at the table.
I think people need to stay in the communities that they want to change, because it's hard to change things from the sidelines.
And if we continue to invest in Homewood the way we're doing this, I think the outlook of Homewood is going to be very, very good, transformational, and hopefully the residents will be happy and content.
As long as we keep fighting together and we stay on it together, it's going to be a bright future for the Hill District.
I can talk about the Hill forever because it is life, it's love, it is community, it's all that.